Welcome back. We are here with Aryan Tari. He just finished his game against Magnus Carlsen. Aryan, I know that this is a very difficult moment for you because you lost the match and with a very severe score. But first of all, I think that it's not so easy to play the world champion. And can you tell me a little bit about your emotions? How do you prepare for this match and how did you feel during the games?
Yeah, it's definitely not easy to play the world champion. I felt okay. I was feeling fresh before the first game yesterday, and overall I felt well prepared. But I played very well for 3-4 hours. But on move 35, we were both low on time, and I made a very stupid mistake. I just gave away the game in one move. I let his knight come to d5, and
yes, I remember. Yes.
Yeah, so it was very, very unfortunate. And after that, it was hard for me to come back. Today's game was also, it couldn't be more painful because it was struggling from the start, and even draw wasn't enough for me. So.
Did you manage to get some sleep?
Yeah, I got some sleep, but it's hard to sleep after such games.
Yes, you're former world junior champion. You were actually Norway's #2, so you're playing with Magnus on the same team. Probably it's not easy also to play against Magnus as a person. Yes, he's sitting there and putting the pressure on you already from the very start.
Yeah, for sure. It's very tough. And today also, I mean, he definitely wanted to win. He was not okay with the draw.
Okay, so let's have a look through some key moments. First of all, that was a huge surprise, I think. Yes,
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
So
I played a line which I looked at some years ago. I actually never faced this mover. I think a6. It's called Khan, I think, right?
Taimanov, yes.
Yeah.
Because we were not sure also about.
Yeah, Taimanov is queen c7. Yes. I'm not sure with a6. It's still maybe Taimanov, yeah.
But then the problem was that I think that Magnus surprised you with his preparation because he never played it. I checked his games.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised. I didn't expect this. Usually white, these days they take on c6 and play queen d3, I think. But I played bishop f4. I just tried to play something unusual that he maybe haven't looked at. That was a success. He started to think here, and he played d6 after 10 minutes.
Okay, so what were you hoping here?
Here I was trying to recall my notes. I knew that I should take on c6 and play queen d2.
So knight c6.
So far I knew, and also e5 I should go bishop g5.
So this you knew? That was
this
so
I knew,
far
yeah.
your preparation. Okay.
Yeah. It's a bit strange because I knew this, but somehow I just got a bad position.
And why bishop g5, for example, here was important?
I just remember that if Black doesn't play e5, if they go sometimes they go bishop e7. I think that was the main move. And the point is that Black wants to play e5 and not face bishop g5.
Okay.
So therefore, e5, bishop g5 makes a lot of sense.
But then somehow you we were feeling that f4 would be a natural move, but then you couldn't make it, especially after h6, like castle.
Yeah, he made it very
h6.
difficult for me. I was actually wondering, maybe I should have played bishop e3, but then that looks a bit strange, probably.
Yes, so it was not so easy. We had the feeling that...
Yeah, but why did I go to g5 if I want to play bishop e3, so...
So what... And then, after bishop b6... Then you can no longer play f4 here?
Yeah, I just didn't understand what I did wrong, because it was my preparation, this bishop g5, but then somehow it just became bad for me. I mean, I'm sure I'm not worse here or anything, but... Okay, I don't know what I should do here. Bishop e2 felt like a logical move, but yeah. Then he played a5. Yes,
but it's so impressive actually, to hear from a very strong grandmaster that at some point you simply don't know what to do because this type of structure basically is a bit confusing.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't find a move. So he played a5. The point is that Black delays bishop e7 because if he would go bishop e7, then I take on f6, and
yes,
that structure is.
Let's show. So if you play bishop e7, it's a very important remark. So you want to go for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Because otherwise...
Yeah, otherwise the d6 pawn falls. So.
And there is no positional compensation here. No?
I don't think so. At
Because
least,
you
I
would
mean,
go
white
knight
is
A4 next.
risk-free
Okay.
better, yeah.
So let's have a
Play
look
A5.
at this position.
Actually, maybe I should not play king C1. Maybe I should just strike immediately with...
King B1, you mean?
Yeah, king B1, yeah.
So
I was thinking, after I made king B1, I was regretting a bit why I didn't play F4 here.
So F4.
So he obviously takes, and then maybe
mhm.
bishop F3.
And bishop F3. Ah, so you
Threatening
wanted with
E5.
E5, yes. So that was the... Because we missed actually this part of the game, so when we looked at this for the second time, you were already much worse.
Yeah, that's
And
for sure.
then we also wanted to understand how it actually happened. So...
Yeah, it was also very strange to me how it happened.
well, it's magic. Magnus is magic, you know, so...
Yeah, but maybe I must maybe sacrifice and go for F4, because I have to do something.
Yes, probably you have to be very... you have to find a dynamic approach, because in a long run...
Yeah.
You cannot afford yourself to be so slow. Yes, so king
King B1, rook
B8,
B8, and yeah, here I think F4 is already too late. And I played King A1, maybe that's stupid, but I don't know what I should do. Maybe I should play B3.
What did you think during the game?
I was unhappy because I didn't know what to do. I thought I messed up, but I just couldn't find any moves, and also I couldn't spend too much time, so I had to just come up with something. But maybe B3, because I have to go B3 anyway. So I don't spend time on King A1.
Because he played Queen B6 with the tempo, and then it was very important actually, yes, to maybe to anticipate this maneuver.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, King B1, sorry, B3 is probably better. And if he goes Bishop E7, I take and play maybe F4.
White can he try to play Queen B6 here?
Yeah, he definitely can. But now maybe can I take on F6 and then follow up with F4?
So you would go for this structure. Yes, this is a much better version. Of course, I was thinking maybe H5, but then
yeah, but then
Bishop
I can play F5 and Bishop
D6 is
C4.
hanging. Yes, of course, you're absolutely right. We didn't analyze the game with the computer, so we don't know like what is the probably the objective evaluation of this position. But yes, I have the feeling that this would be a very interesting choice. But then after Queen B6. And Queen B4 especially.
I think I just played really too slow. It's, yeah, I don't know why I played King B1, King A1. I should have played more with purpose.
So after Queen B4 and F3, and here he played Bishop B7 finally.
Yeah.
Because you can no longer take on F6.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I could take on F6 when he played Queen B4, but I don't know, I didn't really like it. I was afraid that the dark squares will open at some point, and then my king is very weak.
So you mean you did? Yes, because you already played, so you can. But can you go for the same variation here, even if you sacrifice the pawn or the stuff?
Yeah, but then I thought maybe he takes, and once the A1 H8 diagonal opens up, I'm just dead.
Yes, you go for it.
Yeah, I was afraid of that, and then my king A1 is extra stupid.
Well, you don't have
probably
to
pass was even better than King A1.
Okay, that's another interesting idea. Okay, so but you cannot be so hard on yourself, like. Yeah,
but I mean, you're just not supposed to get worse with white after the opening. But yeah, then he played Bishop E7 and. Yeah, here I thought I'm worse. I'm never going to win the game, and. If I play the best game of my life, I will maybe manage to make a draw. Something like that. I have to defend like a monster because I'm just worse, and yeah, I just didn't know what to do.
So knight A4, castle was played, and then then you decided to take on F6 here. And actually, Magnus's reply was very precise. First to exchange the queens, and then to take on F6.
Yeah, I guess he has to do that because otherwise it drops the pawn.
But then, did you have an alternative here? What did you consider here?
I looked at maybe Bishop E1, but it's just so so passive.
Yes, maybe he can play with D5 later. Yes. So
yeah, exactly.
not take. But still, the a5 pawn is.
But he
handled,
doesn't need to take. He can
okay,
maybe play
what does he,
d5 or.
You mean d5 immediately?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm like. Unfortunately, I cannot give you an advice in this position. It looks really very promising for black. So.
Yeah.
And you still didn't create anything. You didn't play g4, h4 here. Like maybe you would be in time, like if you would have these 2 pawns here. So
probably even then it would be bad. It's such a horrible position. Yeah, I don't know. I guess king b1, king a1 was I lost.
Just the wrong plan.
Yeah, it was just that I didn't know what to do. But probably I just have to strike with f4.
Yes, that's, and then this position was very difficult to hold.
Yeah, I thought I'm going to lose for sure, but then he gave me a lot of hope, which.
Why would you think so?
Why I thought he gave me hope, or no? Because here suddenly I got some stability. I got my rook to h2. Now I don't need to. I'm not losing the g4 pawn, and somehow I thought if I play well, I should make a draw, but I could be wrong. It's maybe extremely unpleasant.
Yes, from a practical point of view, probably it was not so easy actually to defend even this position because you have this pawn fixed.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yes, I understand, of course. So, Aryan, this was your second World Cup?
Actually, it's my third World Cup.
Third? Yeah. Okay, so like, how do you feel about this format?
I really like the format. In general, I'm really for knockout events.
Okay.
I think it's a great idea for chess because more people like to watch it also. It's very unusual. We usually don't have it. So if it was up to me, I would wish we had more knockout tournaments. So
because Nigel said that these tournaments are very nerve-wracking, so because the price of like every move is so high.
Yeah, that's true. So, that's true.
But
it's it's part of the game.
Okay, and so what are your plans for the future?
Plans for the future?
Yes, are you playing for the Norwegian team in the European Team Championship?
Yeah, I think I will do that. And also I'm playing in Norway Chess in September. So that's like a super tournament. But probably that's going to be the next tournament. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your emotions. I know that this match was very difficult, but I think just yesterday screwed me up because I just lost a better position in one move. That was very difficult today after the opening. Okay, thank you. And we will just go in a small break, and I will be back with Nigel short.